Other people will invite you out when you planned on doing something productive. And sometimes we really have to set boundaries, even with our closest friends or family members. We really need to establish that me time, because sometimes we can have the FOMO. If you don't know what that is, that's the fear of missing out. Now, don't beat yourself up about it if it doesn't get done, but realize that all the power is within your hands, and every single decision that you do make about your day does matter, because it's the little decisions that lead up to the bigger decisions. So I have personally been a yes man before. Sometimes we can do that for the sake of loyalty, but realize that one of the most selfless things that you can do is to be selfish. And once you value your own time and keep that integrity toward your own self and what you promise yourself, then that integrity for yourself will brush off for the integrity of other people. Hey y'all, welcome back to Holistic Flow. I am your girl Lolo, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you a little bit of productivity tips to reduce stress and anxiety in my life. Just some daily habits that really help me be my best self. I don't really do any day in the life videos because my channel is mostly like me just sitting down, talking, giving advice and stuff like that. So I thought I'd give a little bit more insight into my daily routine. Hopefully it'll help some of you all and you can apply some of these same things to help lead you to success. But before we get into it, if you are new here to my channel, hello. Here on Holistic Flow, we are creating a safe space for self-love, self-growth, and maturity, and we're taking a journey towards an overall better mind, body, and spirit connection. So if you're with that, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and turn on your notifications so you know whenever I upload a new video here on this channel. After you have done that, thank you so much. And let's get into the video. These 10 habits are in no particular order, and some of these things I don't do every single day, but I'll definitely do them throughout the week to really just keep me recharged. Number 1 is to stretch or practice yoga or any other type of body movement that releases stress from the body. One of the best things for our body to do is to move, because let's face it, the body moves in all different types of ways. And my yoga teacher likes to say that motion is lotion and movement is medicine. If you don't move your body throughout the day, like say if you have a stay-at-home job or you sit during long periods of the day and you want to be more productive, but you sometimes feel like this stagnant energy when you're sitting down and your body's just heavy all day. So you want to take breaks and like move your body around. At least in the morning, a great thing to do when you start off your day is incorporate it into your morning routine, that when you wake up, do your bathroom stuff, then you stretch, move your body, practice some yoga, maybe do some sun salutations. I stretch at least once a day. I'm actually a stretch therapist. That's what I do like part-time. So I very heavily encourage practicing something that increases your flexibility and mobility. It helps increase your blood flow, actually helps increase your strength, improves digestion, boosts your mood, lowers anxiety and the stress hormone, and so many more benefits. So why not incorporate stretching and or yoga into your everyday routine? The second thing I do every single day is read. Try to learn new things, either reading a book or reading an article. One book that I'm actually reading right now, and me and my family are doing kind of like this little book club with this book. It's called The Slight Edge, and this book is all about how to change your philosophy and your mindset so that you can not only want to set goals for success, but actually carry out and implement those things. And it starts not with willpower, or sometimes not even with wanting to do certain things more, but actually the way that we tell ourselves like the things that we tell ourselves and the way that we train our mind to think. Our philosophy is what enables us to either take that leap of faith or stay in the comfort zone. So I actually really enjoy reading this book currently because it has helped me shift my mindset a lot about the actionable steps that I need to take in order to do what I've said I wanted to do for years now, which is to really launch my yoga and meditation business, which I've already launched my business, but specifically having memberships, online memberships for you all and for others in my community already. And that's actually coming on January 9th. So I'm announcing the launch so that you can have the early access when I do have my yoga meditation memberships go live on my website. So the website to that is in my bio, okay? Take a look at it. Daily habit number 3, I do this every single day, is I take ample amount of breaks. Taking breaks is important because our mind actually needs to be on a routine, our mind and our body. Believe it or not, no matter how mundane it sounds or seems, our mind needs a routine and it likes consistency. So if you are trying to sit down and say like study for an exam, if you're trying to study for an exam for 2 to 3 hours straight just sitting down, of course your mind is going to wander off. You're not going to be as focused and you're going to want to check your phone more often because you're not in control of when your mind takes a break. But we want to manually give our mind breaks instead of only taking breaks when our mind goes on autopilot and our mind and our attention wanders away. For example, what I do whenever I'm getting work done over a long period of time is I do the Pomodoro study method. And I learned this method in my junior year of college when it was COVID and all of us had to go home. The lockdown, that was in my junior year of college. And I had to get better study habits at that time because I was used to studying with people. So I did 45 minutes of straight studying and then 10-minute breaks in between that 45 minutes. 45-minute study, 10-minute break. 45-minute study, 10-minute break. But in that 45 minutes, I did nothing but study. And now I can apply that to my work, answering emails, paperwork, etc. I do nothing but that in 45 minutes. That means in those 45 minutes that I'm studying or working, I don't check any text messages. I don't take any calls unless it's an emergency. I don't do anything else that would distract me. I don't even try to get up and get a snack or use the bathroom. That's for the 10-minute break. So with this 45-10 method, my mind is on a routine and my body also is on a routine so that my body doesn't go on autopilot and take a break whenever it wants to. I tell my mind, I tell my body when to take a break. This also helps build a lot of discipline because some of us, we take longer breaks than what we should and we procrastinate a lot. So really helps with that. Tip number 4 is to take a walk outside. We all need nature, and especially in the fall time, it's the month of November, right? So we lose serotonin because daylight saving just passed, and we need the daylight outside to keep our energy up. If we have an imbalance of melatonin and serotonin, then we have an imbalance in our productivity hormones, our feeling good hormones that keep us awake and alert throughout the day. So taking a walk outside when you can, when the weather permits, is really good for keeping that serotonin and vitamin D balance. Also helps keep your body active and keep some movement if you're falling off on your workout routine. Walking is a great exercise as well. Tip number 5 is to meditate. I don't go a day without meditating. And if I do, it's every once in a blue moon. We need a chance to give us some relief, some relaxation from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Some of us don't even give ourselves room to process what happened during the day because there's so many distractions that happen and we tell ourselves, oh, I'll deal with it later. I'll deal with it later. We're at work and emotions come up and we're like, I'll deal with it later. I don't have time to deal with it now. But then later comes and we don't. We end up just suppressing thoughts over and over and it becomes a routine. So we need to sit down with our thoughts and allow ourselves to process and release traumatic thoughts or just, things in general that haven't processed. Also, it's great to practice being more kind to your mind. Our mind is going to have thoughts. That's what our mind is for. And if we believe that our mind is against us, then we reject being kind to the natural process of our mind helping us heal. The body really wants to heal itself through the breath. You can focus on the breath, you can increase your breath, and you can really control these things that we feel are sometimes out of control sometimes, and relax our nervous system so we can go from fight or flight to rest and digest. I recommend, if you're a beginner meditator, then you can begin with maybe 7 minutes a day, work your way up to 10, 15, and then ultimately 20 minutes a day, which is the optimal amount of time. Scientifically shown that that's the best amount of time to meditate per day for you to get those optimal results. Productivity tip number 6 is to consume energizing but healthy ingredients for your body. It's important to realize the nourishing things that we do for our body. Sometimes we can grow to become dependent on things that aren't really good for our body, but we feel like we need them in order to keep our energy up, such as coffee that sometimes gives us the jitters throughout the day, or the crashes, but sometimes people even get addicted to just like having the coffee every single morning or multiple cups throughout the day. I personally have never been a coffee drinking person. I just never liked the taste of it. That is why I'm really glad that I really got a chance to hear about this company called Magic Mind. Magic Mind is a 2-ounce matcha-based productivity shot, and you can also call it a morning ritual, but it's built for the creative work of the 21st century. The Magic Mind shots have nootropics inside, which is like food for your brain, that helps keep you focused, while the adaptogens reduce your stress level, which are your cortisol hormones. So with this 2-ounce productivity shot, you get 5 to 7 hours of sustained productivity without the anxiety and jitters over, caffeinated drinks give you, such as your coffee that you sometimes have to drink not just once, but 2, 3, 4 or 5 times per day. So this Magic Mind drink has 2 ingredients that really stand out to me, and they're ashwagandha and rhodiola rosea. This is because both of these ingredients help reduce your anxiety and long-term stress. And rhodiola in many studies has shown to improve your mental clarity, which over time enhances this long-term effect of improved overall mood. It also has lion's mane and cordyceps mushrooms, which really helps improve your mood and your tunnel vision focus to help you finish whatever task you need to do. So I've personally been using the Magic Mind for about a week and a half now. I will say it kicks in after maybe like 3 days. You feel the full effects. While I've been taking it throughout the day, I've been able to just check off everything that I had to do on my to-do list. I've been feeling more confident in my ability to carry out those tasks with minimal distractions and wandering of my mind. I think it's cool they have a money back guarantee. So if you try it and you don't like it, they'll refund your purchase 100% without any questions asked. So if you want to find out yourself about this Magic Mind 2-ounce matcha shot, click the link in my bio below titled My Productivity Hack, and then you can use my code HolisticFlow20 to get a little bit something discount off, because y'all are part of the community and I gotta bless y'all. Daily hack number 7. Do this every single day, and it is to write out everything that I plan to do and tell how much time I plan on spending doing it. Now, even though throughout our day things come up that you didn't expect for, that you didn't plan for, at least having an idea of what you want to do throughout your day and mapping it out before it actually happens is very helpful. So if you just go into your day saying, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, but don't really know how much time that you expect doing those things, it might get more out of hand than what you had planned for. So you can easily move and shift things around to your liking depending on what comes up. And you might find that because you wrote those things down, when you get to finally check them off your to-do list, you feel some sense of accomplishment. So everything that I plan to do, I write in my notebook, in my planner, and I highlight the things that I really, really need to do that day, that I can even prioritize the very important things, and then the not as important things, I can do those afterwards. So this is a really great organizational hack for everybody who just keeps things in their mind and doesn't write them down. Write it down, because I promise you won't regret it. Daily hack number 8 bounces right off of number 7, and it is to journal your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Now, I talked about writing things down in the previous one, but if writing things down isn't for you, then you can do what I do. I have another YouTube channel that nobody has ever seen, nobody is subscribed to, and you can't find it in the search algorithm because it's not public. I put videos up there and I just rant about my day or about how I'm feeling right now or an experience that I had, and I just upload it to the YouTube channel, put it on private, and later on when I'm older I can go back and look at all the videos that I uploaded and kind of laugh at myself. But it's just to kind of vent to myself or feel like you're venting to somebody. Sometimes, like I said earlier when I was talking about meditation, we don't give ourselves a chance to release thoughts that are consuming us, and we let them build up and we let them become suppressed, and that isn't well for our overall holistic well-being. So go ahead and journal, write it down, talk about it, either to somebody or to nobody. Get it out, whatever it is, just release it, get it out. Productivity tip number 9, don't be afraid to say no to other people's plans. Other people will invite you out when you planned on doing something productive. And sometimes we really have to set boundaries, even with our closest friends or family members. We really need to establish that me time, because sometimes we can have the FOMO. If you don't know what that is, that's the fear of missing out. And we think because our friends are going out without us, or because our family members are going out without us, having a fun time, we can have fun times too. But if you told yourself or promised yourself that you were going to get a certain task done today, now don't beat yourself up about it if it doesn't get done, but realize that all the power is within your hands, and every single decision that you do make about your day does matter, because it's the little decisions that lead up to the bigger decisions. So I have personally been a yes man before. I have personally been the one that just stops everything that I have planned going on in order to assist somebody else. If they need me, I'll be there. And sometimes we can do that for the sake of loyalty, but realize that one of the most selfless things that you can do is to be selfish. And once you value your own time and keep that integrity toward your own self and what you promise yourself, then that integrity for yourself will brush off for the integrity of other people. But don't be afraid to say no. And tip number 10. Again, these are in no order, but this definitely is not least. Spend at least 1 hour a day in silence. When I say silence, I mean crickets. So silence is very healing because a lot of people are afraid of it. Think about the last time you spent time, just no TV, no background music, no loud cars, in the street. I mean, if you live in a loud city, that's inevitable, but really we are so used to having noise, distractions, and sometimes these distractions are like just background music to life. But have you ever spent time intentionally with no background music? If not, give it a try and see what comes up, because sometimes the thoughts that come up, or the emotions that are released, or the ideas that even come when we have complete silence are unlike any thoughts and ideas that we have ever had when there were distractions and background noises. And even though it may be difficult, it is simple. It just takes for you to turn off everything and be okay with silence. So these are all the tips that I have for today, but I definitely do have more. Maybe if you want to see another video, give this one a thumbs up. Well, don't forget to click that link in my bio for the productivity secret, 20% off, Holistic Flow 20. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, I'm sending peace your way, love your way, and joy to you, your family, and your friends. All right, y'all. Peace.